start this recording real quick. Alright. Got another rebuild. Got Coast Carolina. Year one. Not a lot of talent on the team. Let's see, we got quarterbacks. Most want to leave. He wants playing time. He's our least talented quarterback. A couple backs. We registered a lot of players trying to keep them in case everybody transfers out. Just trying to keep warm bodies. Offensive line's not great, not terrible. I thought I redshirted him. I guess not. Yeah, a few linebackers, but they're just not young or what we necessarily want in the right position. He's playing time, a few safeties. We have a few guys just to kind of fill out the roster. It's going to be, transfer portal is going to be huge to what we can accomplish next year. We got a nice recruiting class started for Coastal. Not nice overall.
Welcome everyone to Annapolis, Maryland and the Naval Academy, where we're honored to watch some of the nation's finest square off on the gridiron. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic
we brought in this year one taking
we'll
over.
see a squad from the Sun
A
Belt,
lot of times I skip year one and just simulate it out.
taking on a squad from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese
But I feel like
Davis.
it affects that first year of recruiting
With
sometimes.
me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up.
Only 400 recruiting hours is kind of crazy. I get spoiled after doing a year 3 of a rebuild where you get all them hours and then you get back to the beginning. It's like, oh yeah, 375, 400. I'm just gonna play offense probably. I just want to jump in and see what we have. Not too many players are really going to stay with us, so it don't matter.
The give out of the gun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Creates a little space.
I thought he was going to get that block. He should have cut back and went back the other way.
At the 29.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and
And we
create
don't
some
have much
momentum.
speed.
And this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
That'd have been a good play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Too bad it was long.
The give on the inside.
Trying to
He's
get
got
back
a
to even
yard
pick
out
up
to
a
the
block because he had
30-yard
his
line.
dead rights.
The big
On this
fella
flood
in the middle,
concept.
and those defensive
See if
tackles,
they
they
go
go
man.
such a long
Want to run
way
that
in
deep to try and
deciding
keep the
and
safety
really
occupied.
stopping the other team's
Know
run
the
game.
zone.
Just forcing
Right
contact
underneath
with those
it.
guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting
Alright,
right
so
back.
that's not a great first
He's
possession
going
at
to
all.
come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The shot to clear, send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Fair catch is collected.
I don't they called the fair catch. I was trying to take his head off. Alright, they scored 3 and we scored 90. We gotta get together offense.
Coastal Carolina has it. The Chanticleer offense headed back to the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a
You
3-0
can't hear the
hole.
audible from there, seriously?
Quarterback making checks.
Like, they are not that loud. Snapped the ball, he didn't take it. That's good.
Brown wants to pass. Shoots it to the left.
Safety, I
Makes
he
a
caught that. I don't know how.
And the
Because I
explosive
floated that
play
too
there on
much.
the
I should have threw it
way
on
to
him a
the
little bit.
44.
Man, this
Safety came
offense
down. I
is so
thought he was going to make a
dangerous,
play on the
Reese.
ball.
They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels.
If you cancel, that's not an audible. It shouldn't take so much of the time like it does. I should have just got outside. I'm kind of tripping because I don't have anybody on the roster that I really know or like
got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
care to develop.
Unloads it left. And that pass will be jarred
I got a
loose
hold
on
of the
2nd
longer
down
for
and
him.
brings up
His throws
3rd
a little
down.
strange.
And
Not
the big
strange,
tight
just
end, a lot of
different.
times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can
Let's
tell
see
they
if we
put
can
the
get
hit
this
on him, and
tie
that ball
again
came
because
out
we're
and it
slot.
came to
No,
the
they're
turf.
right
Nice
zone.
job playing
They got me
physical
on
by
that
this
cover
defense.
through.
And
They
he
went
got
man, so it's probably
smacked just
cover
as he
four and
released the
backs.
pass. It's incomplete.
Because it
And
looked
the shot
maybe
that
not
clears will
maybe.
punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it
They
away.
put the backspin. Go ahead, help.
And the punt team
I
gets
tried to
down
block somebody under the ball. I ain't gonna lie. Definitely can't
Coastal
run, man.
Carolina takes over, and here
I
comes
don't
the
like what we're doing
offense.
throwing the ball.
They sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the... There he goes!
I thought we could
Good,
break down.
solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Got it in the middle. It's Graves.
Yeah.
Stopped at the
That's first
46-yard
down,
line, but give him 10 yards and the 1st down.
All right, Brown can
The
run
shot
better
that
than all our
clears come to the
quarterbacks. So
line
let's
with
see
a
what
new
we
set
got
of
here.
downs.
They
He'll keep
collapse.
it
Make a
himself.
block. He makes it.
Running to
Man, we
Breed.
could have got a little better block.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they
I'm
can
not saying
start
he'd
to
have scored a
smell it with
touchdown, but
first
he's
down
been
at the
running still.
31.
And that's a nice job
We'll
by
take
this
it. Nice little
QB.
pickup.
Great job. You show
Yeah, we're
patience,
not really
right?
impressed
Like
with
if they
anybody
don't
on the
come
roster
take
so
me,
far.
I'm gonna keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down.
Wright's got
move
some
the
size,
sticks,
but I believe
and
that's
this
our tight
offense can
end.
keep churning.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver
We'll
screens against.
probably
Oftentimes, you want the receivers
jump
to have
forward
some
in this one.
access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And the shot that clears are at the line.
They're pressing
trying to
us.
move
We
the
just don't
sticks
have
on
anybody
3rd
that
and
can beat
short.
man press.
Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at
It's
the
kind of
12.
disappointing.
They have
Probably
been
why they're not a great
stagnant
team
on
overall.
offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be
get from the
home now
ground.
just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that
That's a
1st
draw.
down.
I wish it was a regular dive or something.
He'll try to pop the draw. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Play a little better if it was a regular
Well,
run
they
play
love
because
to move the sticks
we
here
would
and
have the
take a shot at it
hesitation.
on 1st and
We
goal.
only had the one linebacker.
Brown will throw it. Flips it out on the screen.
No block.
Good
Come
tackle there
on.
to stop him short of the 1st down.
That's
It'll bring up
crazy.
a
And they
big
want us to go
decision.
for it. We are.
4th down and 4 yards
see.
to
You
go.
stay
The
in the
offense
block.
will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st
Clear
down.
out, come across there. Can we outrun him to the end zone? We
And
can.
he waltzes in for the score.
Because we had 2 receivers for the touchdown. I just want to take the sure thing. And they scored again. So our defense can't stop the run for nothing. Oh, man. Switch it to the touch
They'll
pass
move the
because they
wide
don't have the
receiver.
edge.
Quick touch pass to the receiver.
Come on, throw that block, bro. You just get his way.
They'll lose yards on
That's
that
kind
one.
of terrible.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here
Definitely not
comes
what we had
2nd
in
and
mind.
13.
Let's see, what's that middle
Back to
back in
pass.
there? They're in zone now.
Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass.
We got a hold.
And the incomplete pass on 3rd
It has-
down,
I would
but
say it
there
has
is
to be a hold.
flag on the field. We'll see what that's about.
Disappointed where it was thrown at.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The shot that clears will call on their punt team. Fair catch is made, and they'll...
All right, we got to try to get some points here for sure.
They'll send the back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass.
Zone shit. And I thought I could outrun him and get away, and couldn't.
Sacked way behind the line of scrimmage.
I thought I could push him one way and run back the other way, but
and the shot that clears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm
just
going.
not having the talent for the playbook. I like to
seen it
run.
in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments.
No speed, no tight end, no run game. I don't know how that middle backer didn't make a play on that ball and pick it. I don't know why.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The shot that clears will try to pin them back with the punt. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on the punt.
Because it is not looking good so far.
Sends it back in motion.
The center get to the second level.
On the ground in the second half. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
That's what we need. We need to be able to run the ball efficiently.
Play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense.
Oh, I thought he was going to push him the other way. That'd have been a better run had I not thought he was going the other way. That's our best offensive lineman injured.
Move the markers. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown wants to pass.
Oh, that would have been a touchdown.
Man, as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I pushed myself into the blitz where the pass rush was.
That all game long. Really, really good defense. Or
it would have been a money foot. Dang, I thought he was killing the dive.
This offense is really good.
I am not playing well.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll try to
all right, let's see if Trey's
on this third and
beat
long
the safety
from the 50.
here.
Pressure coming.
We can't get the time. Oh, we got it off. He got it off. Okay. We got a little lucky there.
Way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the shot to clears have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Not talented, but
well, I'll tell you what, just watching this QB in the run game, he's going to break at some point in this game. He's going to break a home run. Defense did a nice job getting him down there, but this guy, I'm telling you, he's just a play away from taking
it. Take off?
Keep letting this guy do his thing.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown.
Oh, he dropped it.
They really could have used that.
Yeah, I'm pretty much over the squad already. Not gonna lie. Yeah, we have South Carolina towards the end of the season, so it's
as disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983.
Goodness. I think it's one of the first times I've lost week 1. Ever. That is insanely bad. Not good. Kills recruiting. Let's see. Yeah. So definitely gonna lose this kid. Not having enough hours to build a roster out this early on. Championship contender. We might be able to jump back in, but it's gonna cost us this week. And the kid we have hours on is getting more from someone else. We got the pipeline on hand. Maybe we can pull 5 here and put them on. Because we need players. I'll check. Make sure I have it on all the way. Yeah, Heisman. Sometimes I forget to turn it up. I get a season or two in and I'm like, I don't think that's right. I won a playoff game we should, and I'm like, let me double check that. So we got a win. That should have been a win. So that pulled there. The athlete, we're going to lose to Troy probably. We're probably going to lose a lot of our recruits, not going to lie. Transfer portal is going to have to be good to us year 1 and year 2 recruiting is going to matter a little more. Let's see, we got the Fondy tackle. Looks like we got him. We need to make sure we get him. On the offense, 2 offensive linemen. The tight end looks like he's favorable. Receivers that we don't want. We need to make sure to get this running back because we don't have a good running back. It looks like we have a receiver to be a possible receiver. We jumped the first. Play style. That's going to be hard to get a running back and a receiver for play style. Let's see. And it's a first, but they have the pipeline on us. These receivers we don't too much care about. We want to make sure we get the offensive lineman more than anybody. And the defensive lineman. Let's see. I'm going to try and get back in this. They have a pipeline on us, but we'll see. Let's see if we can get going here. Championship content we won. Still terrible. Locked out. Playstyle Fs. And that's crazy because we about have the receiver. Man, if we could get the hours to allocate to him. But it is what it is, year 1. Not looking real favorable. Seems to already seem like one of the more difficult rebuilds just by the beginning of recruiting and everything. And the players available. Oh, we're not out of him yet. Let's add that 50 hours. Can't do his visit. Because I'd really like to do those guys' visits together. The other thing we might do, he already signed to Troy. I was going to throw 50 hours to him to try and jump ahead. And that's what we're going to do with him. We're going to try and leapfrog here and then pull the hours back later after we get the lead. visits would usually be better, but I'm going to try to get those 4 stars also. So I'm going to wait till those 2 are available. Because I like to do those 2, the quarterback and an offensive lineman, to kind of get the boost for everybody. It'd be nice if he committed this week instead of his thing resetting, but I think it's time for them to reset the meter. We're locked back out on an off week. How does that even make sense? We didn't even play a game. How could our play style have changed? About time to pull the plug on him, probably. So we are going to make sure to get this running back. And we could adjust those later. Neither one of these receivers are needle movers as far as my opinion. Where's that quarterback? We want to make sure that we keep, so they have a pipeline. So we will probably get his visit scheduled with these offensive linemen. So we're going to pull a few hours off him. And we're going to do some visits here. We're going to do his. You know what? I'm just going to go with the complimentary part and not use the game because I'm afraid of losing a game with recruits that we need to get. Wait, the offensive lineman's not a... That doesn't even make sense. Playtime. Because he's an athlete, probably. So we need the running back. Especially with them having the pipeline. Hopefully they don't overtake us by then because we got the wins over them. Let's see. One more. All right. We're going to hold on to him until... But the back's probably gone. Realistically. They have the pipeline and a visit. The first year I try and go through without having to do too many visits to get, you know, just save them for the players you need to get. And we are going to start upping hours on everybody a little bit because we can take them back if that receiver becomes available. It'd be nice to get that 4-star stolen. Because I feel like we'll have the play style once we're controlling the team. We got some pieces that'll help us out. They definitely got a red shirt, so we got to hope we don't lose everybody. We'll be having to play some of those kids this year. And they definitely weren't recruited to play year one. They were definitely recruited to red shirt. A few of the guys could play, but a couple of the backs, maybe offensive linemen, maybe one of the defensive tackles. Yeah, motivator unlocked. Gym tactician. Yeah, they picked up another win. Up to a C, and this is the last week we have the lead, and we can't get. That's gonna be terrible. So even with the 50, we're gonna lose Buddy. He's locked out a week for a visit that week too. Cover specialist. Man, we would really like to grab him to have him, but let's go ahead and free up the hours and cut our losses now. The receivers, we don't need to. We can change his to 50. Change that other guard to 50. What we're actually going to do is go to the prospect list, and we're going to look for any 4 or 5 stars that haven't been signed or heavily recruited. Someone we might be able to carry out the rest of the season and keep them from signing. He did not start out. Or we picked our long running back when we started recruiting, I believe. The wrong 4-star. That's the one we wanted, I believe, to begin with. No, we cut him off because he has... Yeah. So I wonder if other people aren't recruiting heavy. So we're trying to give him 50 hours and see what happens this week. Nobody else is even offering him a scholarship. Michigan took that lead, and I just automatically jumped out. Oh, that's the D tackle, the running backs that we took out. I didn't realize that. This is his playing time. And then each week, if we get a little bump in hours, anything like that, we're going to go in and try and see if there's any 4-stars that we can keep open into the transfer portal. Try and get a couple stolen that way. Did we just get locked out? It looks like we might have got locked out of the running back being a week late to the show. Let's see. Nope, okay. And we took first with the offer. We got the receiver, but that looks like we're going to be a week late on getting him. They also have a visit, so we'll keep his set. We're going to drop these receivers down and try and get the 50 hours for the other receiver real quick. Let's see. And they don't have a visit scheduled, so take this 10. We'll go here and change this to 5. His visit's only 15, but we don't have a complimentary visit for him. Let's see, he might sign to Memphis this week. That's going to be unfortunate to lose him. Can we pick up 15 more hours? Probably so right here. I wonder if, does wide receiver, does tight end complement wide receiver visit wise? I don't know. B minus. He also has playing time, so that's going to be terrible too, because I like the red shirt. Hopefully we can redshirt him and still keep him. So we might have our future running back. Pretty force our running back here won't be decent. Play style, but locked back out. And then the visit's not going to give us a chance to really jump in. And we're fourth here, so we're pretty much done on that one. I was only free up 15 points when I had 50 on him. So we're on the prospect list over here. We're going to do the same thing. Not recommended. We want any state. And we're just going to look for any 4-star not committed yet that's still open that we might be able to steal. Who had us 8? Are they locked out? Yeah, they already signed. We're locked out of him already. This is just a strategy I use a lot at the end of the season. To try and get somebody, another running back. I'm going to throw him on the board for now. I don't know that that's who we're going to put any hours in. We're just going to put him on the board for now to not have to go back up to get him. Not many available. Four-star cornerback boundary. That's definitely who we're going after instead. I don't even need to keep looking at the board for now. Oh, how did ours jump to 115? Our running back? So we added another back. So he's better probably. But I kind of prefer the other back. So as of now, we're going to move him. This is definitely who we'd rather spend some hours on. Creeping up with him. Let's see if we can beat that cutoff. We're also going to go here and add anyone else that's 4-star, not that running back that doesn't lower our interest in anybody. We're already in first place for that other back. I don't want to try and climb up on the back that might be slightly better overall. Tackle knocked out. Let's see the other. What's that? That's that halfback that we had to take off. Let's see. There's the corner. See if there's anybody else. Another corner bump and run. Proximity to home. He's got a couple offers, so he's probably going to commit this week. So we're not going to throw and switch hours towards him, but we're going to throw him on the board. Another corner bump and run. Play style. Our play style is good enough for him. It's this wide receiver, physical route runner, 6'5", so he could possibly go to tight end. We're going to add Lloyd Self to the board also, just to try and keep interest. Maybe they don't lock us out here because they're about to make cutoffs. It's kind of a week late, I think, adding people. Well, we got the other running back. The 3-star D tackle. We had a 4-star D tackle and a 4-star running back when he was going after the receiver committed to Memphis. So we can go ahead and pull him from the board. So he's gone. So looks like we're going to get the running back. As long as they don't end up picking up hours from starting to get commits to sign. We're going to move these guys to the top since they've already committed. And then let's go down here and see what those other guys got. So they locked us out here. Not locked out yet there. 3-star receiver. Corner, bump and run. Let's see, let's make sure we don't lose anybody we need to get real quick first before we throw hours and just throw hours on people. We're kind of wasting them all. And with the second, they have a pipeline and a visit, so you know what we're actually going to do, which is kind of crazy. We're going to throw 50 hours on him because we don't have visit unlocked yet. And our sales would not be good, our hard sales or anything. I need to make sure we don't lose any of these guys towards the end trying to get greedy. Alright, so now see scholarships. So he doesn't even have one on the board. He has one. And we're just trying to not get locked out on these guys. I think I need the corner more just because of how many receivers I already had added in the class this year. Kind of stoked about getting a 4-star running back year one. This one should be a win. That's all the games we play a year. Could be the championship contender gave up. Okay, no, that's not our last game. Yeah, cell grades are terrible on him also. We're never getting him. We allow too many running yards. Man, we're going to lose this kid. And we need the Ed Setter archetype. The corner locked us out after spending all them hours. This is probably going to cost us this kid also. We did jump first on the 4-star corner. I don't know that we'll be able to maintain that. Oh, it's play style. The other schools might actually not be going up anymore. Be a nice steal at the end. So let's put the 5 on Buddy here. Turn his to 10. Got a solid 15 targets. If we end up with all those, it's not a bad beginning. Not a bad beginning. Let's see. I don't think we're ready for bowl championship. We got the quarterback. All right, the offensive lineman committed with him. We got a lot of guys that want to leave also. Oh, here's a Slacken probably. This is not going to help our play style grade at all. I forgot we had them on the schedule at the end, towards the end of the year. So we have like another 2 games left. There's the edge we lost. We jumped to 3rd. What's it, playing time? West Virginia came out of nowhere, it looks like. I almost feel like it'd be smarter to try and find 3-star linemen to keep open and drop the 2-star linemen, but it is what it is at this point. Disappointed about not getting the Virginia starting to pour into this kid also. We might get the running back, but we probably won't get the corner. He hyped me up for a second. So, definitely want these. Definitely want cornerback because of our defense. Definitely want defensive line. Offensive line for the Portal King portion. Let's get receiver up also. We're going to go linebacker. We're going to go defense first, since we play offense more. Two-star tackle with a hidden side. Start freeing up some hours. We might go ahead and look and see if there's a defensive end that's not been locked out, or that's not got us locked out. Single game passing record against South Carolina. And a receiver was balling. So we lost it, but burst on that receiver. I can't believe I'm spending 50 hours on a corner just to beat out somebody. So let's go edge because we definitely need to add an edge. And I don't care about recommended as much because towards the end we're just trying to steal somebody. We definitely want edge setters though. It might be that pass rusher. Here's an edge setter. He wants playing time. Athletic power rusher. He'd probably be a decent. He won't be an edge setter, but you can get him close. That's what we're going to do. We're going to have to get the athletic edge. So that I feel like when we build him up, we can make him more of a dang run stopper. Could be the main one I was trying to say. We're going to drop him to 5. We also want to add a couple kickers in the portal, probably. I know it sounds weird, but being able to flip the field is a big deal to me. And being able to get field goals when you're supposed to. Counting on those 3 points. So we lost again. We're second in the conference, it looks like. Simulating's been kind to us. I don't know if playing would have been. Getting plenty of commits at this point in the year. I feel like recruiting's actually going pretty good compared to normal. So we're inside the cutoff. We have a pipeline over a couple schools. As long as you don't close it out. Alright, so we're also going to go see if we can upgrade a couple positions here. So let's look at wide receiver, since we didn't get the 5-star. We're really going to take him off our board. But we have 5 hours on him, so we'll do it from the other screen so that we don't lose those hours. Let's see. Linebackers. They want playing time. They're both signal callers. We might go out and recommend it real quick. Athlete thumper, we need that playing time. So we can't redshirt him. He's a lurker, so he can go to our other position, but he's pro potential. Definitely don't want to recruit on pro potential. I like hybrid. We need a couple hybrids. So Eddie State. Let's see if you guys got it. Yeah, that's the kid we lost. So none available. Let's go free safety. Box specialist. I don't like box specialist builds at all. We added him to the board. Middleton's box specialist also. I don't I just don't care for box specialists. We do have another hybrid. So that looks like what we're going to add to the board. We added 4 instead of 3. Let's take that other wide receiver off. And because I don't want him to take a spot, I don't need that many redshirted freshmen. Alright, so I need 60. We're first there. I really don't want to change that. But that might be one, man. Because they got a big growth, so they're also using 50 still. Can't change that, can't change that. Don't really want to change. You know what? If I lose one, he's the one I wouldn't mind losing. That's only 15 points, though. Him to probably like 5. I guess it's 175. We're 9th and just trying to not get locked out. With a couple better receivers instead of the 2 he was recruiting, and we still have him on the board if we need to add hours to it. We play ourselves out of the conference championship. Second still. Definitely firing our coordinators. Power spread. East Texas is in a terrible pipeline, but Buddy's gone and Buddy's gone. Definitely don't want a Kansas pipeline. The pipelines kind of made no sense for where the school is located. I think the head coach had an Ohio pipeline. Let's go. Different Heisman winner than normal. Is there not a... Oh, because I bet we're 3rd because we're the side that we're in. No, we ended up 3rd because somebody had a game left. So we didn't get the conference championship game year 1. Which, I mean, that's kind of no. We got Akron. There's no way we don't win this in simulation, right? Wait, why does he say deep? I want him as a because he's 3-5 tied. I want him my defensive coordinator for sure. Okay, so how does that make sense? His is Tidewater. That's not terrible. I don't understand how the defensive coordinator can be an offensive coordinator, though. This is Tidewater also. Michigan, multiple offense, South Georgia. I really do like Dell McGee as one of the, because of his talent tree. Let's see his talent developer. So his is just like that, but I don't know the ins and outs. We're going to offer Dell. I don't understand how that defensive coordinator I'm going to wait a week. It might be foolish to wait a week, but I'm going to wait a week and see what's available after this week, see who gets fired. I hope I didn't just lose a 3-5 tight coach. So we got the win. Tell us it's our head coach. We got the offensive coordinator. So let's see what's available here. For some reason, I was hoping that other coach was going to hop over and become a defensive coordinator for some reason. It did not happen. So now we're stuck with a non-matching coordinator. Because a 3-3-5 and 3-3-5 tight again are just not the same thing. A little frustrating to miss out on a coordinator that had been exactly what we needed. I know I was going to regret it. It is what it is. End of year one. Won 9 games. We didn't get our coordinator either. There is a 3-3-5 tight again available, but he has head coach offers. We just have to hope we outdid those other teams this year. So that we're not just assigned a coach. It might have been better for us. We ended up with a coordinator that has our defense. And also help our pipeline be in Florida. So overall, I'd say it wasn't a bad year one. See how the transfer portal treats us at the end. I think the transfer portal and the players leaving is going to be the bigger deal. So go ahead and upgrade our coach again so that we can get the portal king for linebackers. Alright. We got our coaching staff set for at least one more year. We might not keep our defensive coordinator. He might be gone next year. He might be a one-year rental. See if we can save anybody from leaving. We got 4 persuasions. The best player on the team wants to leave. For brand exposure, which ours is terrible. The freshman, he wants to leave. We're definitely going to try out extremely low. Man. We have so many players that want to leave already.